to be honest, you were right. But like, because you was more embedded in the classic PES. That's what you're showing me than me and probably most of us. So you could smell the wrongness basically. But now that I'm playing this, now I get I could see what you could see. Yeah.
This is it. In this one, basically, it's like this. In this one, I just know what's going to happen. In the other ones, I knew what was going to happen, and I knew what should happen, and I knew what the programmers wanted to happen. I just knew they got it wrong, and they couldn't make it happen. They wanted this to happen, and it's not the end of the world that this happens instead, but in the ideal world, they want this, and I know they want this. This one, I've only played a few, but I haven't seen any times where this should happen, that happened. They have fucking nailed it.
So basically, yeah, I get what you mean, and that's the whole thing with sports games, especially football. Yeah. It's all about what you press. It should do what you want it to do.
PS5, no mistakes. It was precision. It was precise. What you press is what's gonna happen, the way it should happen with the player. It was just perfection. It was just nothing like it. There was the waiting, the movement, the turning, there was just nothing like it. It was insane.
Yeah, these Japanese niggas are crazy.
They are insane because it was too real. Yeah. The spin on the ball, I don't think I'll ever see anything. There used to be this thing called free kick practice. Because that's when I learned how to do the shit. There was a thing on PS5 called free kick practice.
I heard these podcast niggas talk about that as well. And all the stuff you talk about, these podcasts, they said they want it back.
Yeah.
They said they want it back.
I don't want it back, nigga. I don't need niggas to learn. They used to put this thing, you could spend 2-3 hours in there, and if this was a game in itself, it would have been a good game. It was all the training and stuff that they still do now, but it was just so much better back then. It was just so much better. Like, it taught you how to use circle, how to use square, how to take a free kick, how to spin the ball, what spin was. It never taught you in writing. You just ended up learning so clearly from watching your replay. And it was like there was no glitchiness. No one would do that at some random point. Everything was perfect and solid. It just will never... I shouldn't even say never, because they are fucking close now. But it will be doable.
Because the thing is, you've got some next perspective that I now respect because of this game. I can see that you were right all along. But what you've got to see, when 14 came and I said, it's here, this is where it's at, even though 14 was clap, that's because I have a certain perspective, different from yours, but because we're working on timelines here. You're working on a timeline, I'm working on a timeline. And I'm telling you they're going to get it back. Because in 14, what I saw... Because we're dealing with laws, rules.
Yeah, you saw the physics.
Yeah, I saw that they were following the rules. It was so rigid. But that was why it was bad, but that's why it was good. Because they were showing me they were trying so hard to follow the rules that the thing was collapsed. But for me, that's the most important thing. You have to start with...
solid base.
Yeah, because FIFA isn't even trying to...
No intention.
Do you know what I mean?
When I play FIFA, I just see NHL 97. I'm skating.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. But in PES 14, they sacrificed their life for the rules. Yeah, for so the game was so shit because they were desperately trying to...
entertainment.
Yeah.
It was just real.
See, and I like that because I could appreciate I could do the rest. Do you get me? Because you are trying to give me the football, I'll make it up myself. Because you're giving me enough. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. As in, it won't be exciting, but you've given up. You can enjoy the fact that it's got fundamentals and it's solid.
So now that's why we stayed there for hours clapping ourselves. Because even though you couldn't score and shit, we had the basis and it was killing us.
Yeah. I remember that one. Chicharito and Podolski. Even back then, Podolski was a shooter. But I didn't realise yet. I just thought he's the only one I can shoot with. And you could only score with Chicharito. And it was just Podolski and Chicharito banging each other, and sometimes Ribery.
That game was
those
so
two
autistic.
Banging each other. And Podolski would shoot like it was still PES 2009. And it's so funny, because in the last one, I've not noticed, but he's sitting in my team all this time. But they've slowly developed the separation and the traits until the last game where he was Podolski.
This is what I was
He
going to
was
say.
a shooter.
And that's the importance of the rules. If you keep your fundamentals, it can
Eventually,
only get
yeah,
better.
yeah, they start
It can
to-
only get
start
better.
trimming it.
Yeah.
Every year they have
Because
trimmed.
Podolski from 14, you
Well,
make a
back
good
then
point.
I didn't realise. I thought it was just a random glitch. You
That's
can only
the
score
thing.
with Podolski.
That's what I'm trying to. That's the thing. You saw things in 14 that you think, is that? Am I imagining this? Or but they were
you're like,
trying
it's flat, but
Yeah.
you're not sure,
Exactly.
and it's a bit, but you think there's something there. 'Cause I'm still playing, so you think there must be something.
Yeah,
there.
no, there was. Don't you remember Pirlo and stuff? I remember
What,
that game,
14?
bro. Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember. I just remember Chicharito, Podolski, and Ribery. Nothing else.
No. And you used to come. What did? Yeah, there was a time that I ran. This is how clapped the game was. Don't you remember? I ran and I caught you up with,
With
Pirlo.
Pirlo.
Remember now? Remember?
And I was Chicharito.
That's it then.
And Chicharito's obviously got 90 speed.
Yeah,
I
and we was
fucking
like,
angry.
nah, this is crazy, this is clapped.
We were questioning if it's clapped. We weren't 100% sure, and then you caught me with Pirlo. And I remember going, check who that is. And we looked, and it was Pirlo catching Chicharito. And I was clean. I was clean.
Yeah, you remember? You thought I was talking crack.
Oh shit! I was clean through
I remember
Chicharito.
with Pirlo,
And then we
yeah.
were looking at. We had to check Chicharito's speed. We didn't even need to check Pirlo's speed, but we checked anyway.
Yeah,
checked
exactly.
heights and whatever. We're like, nah, this is just clap.
Yeah,
It's
it was
just
clap. But you know why? Because they made Pirlo. That's why I remember Pirlo. Pirlo was sick.
Yeah,
But
he was a
the game was so clapped that he was
they
even
only-
fast.
Yeah,
They
they fucked up.
They just didn't know how to make
Yeah,
it.
exactly. They needed to make him good without making him fast, and they didn't know how to do it. So
Yeah.
Pirlo just comes out
It
fast
was
as fuck.
fast, bro.
Nah, that game, it was war and suffering.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, that was the solid. That's when they basically went for the old game. Just went. It's something that game developers almost never do.
What
They
you
get the code, which
Yeah.
is obviously the programming behind the game.
Mhm.
They get all the code. They go to the bin and they just go
That's your
because it's not suicide, but each year you're only just supposed to update a bit of what you did last year.
Yeah, I
it
hear
makes,
you.
It makes a better. It's easier.
That's right.
It's less stressful, and that's how you build a game.
It's less
to
risk,
dump
yeah.
the code,
Yeah.
because that's when you said they
But
started
they're
using
sa-
the
they're
Fox
saying-
engine. That's when they started using the Fox engine.
That's right. 14
And
was
to
the
do
beginning
that,
of
you've
Fox
got to dump the
engine.
code because
That's
you're moving
why
to
it
a
was
new
so
engine.
clapped, yeah.
So you've got to dump the code, and when you're basically got 1 year because you've still only got 1 year because next year you've got to drop a new game. So whereas before you've been building, just bolting little pieces onto code you've been writing for 7 years, and every year you write another little piece. When Fox Engine came, they had to bin everything. Now you got to make a whole new game from scratch in 1 year. It's gonna be whack. It's gonna have the basics because you got time to make the basics, but you can't dress it up. You can't finesse it.
And they said that. They said that. They said,
Yeah, I remember
"Oh,
you
we
said that.
just
They
moved."
said that.
Because
That's when I started believing, like, maybe they are onto something here. Because I was like, Pez is dead. I don't ever expect it to get anywhere again. But then you said they admitted.
Yeah, they said it.
That
They
they
did.
had
We
to
just
just-
moved to the Fox engine. This is just the beginning. That's what they were saying.
Because, yeah. To be honest, when you look back now, it's all obvious. When you look back at it now, it's all absolutely bleeding obvious.
I wish you was
It's gonna
listening
get
to the podcast and on Twitter, because you, as the game in my computer mind, you'd understand what the guy's saying. Adam, he said this game is basically 3 years in the making.
Yeah,
That's-
but they can't release.
Now he's saying. So
This
what's
is the
3
finished
years?
game.
Isn't that from 14?
No, that will be. Oh no, it will be. 'Cause it's 18,
And that will just prove
17,
everything
no,
that we're
it's
saying
15.
right. Is that
So,
from 15?
then after 14, they would have started.
Yeah,
So that's
he
15,
he
16,
said,
17.
yeah, there you go then. So from 15, he's saying this game is basically free, like what you're saying, how they upgrade each time.
Each time.
But he's saying all the three have led to this.
Yeah, what would
Yeah.
happen if this was a film and not a game that has to come out every year?
Mm.
They wouldn't drop like after a year. A film doesn't just go, here we are. We ain't finished yet, but time's up. It's a year. We have to release the film. A film would not come out till it's ready.
That's right. Yeah.
What PES
Yeah,
would like to do,
that's and he
is
said
in PES
he said this. He said exactly this.
after PES
Yeah.
15, they will not drop another PES till today. But you can't do that financially and as a business, and like Konami will knock on the door like, "Where's the PES? You need the PES. PES time. We need to release it. And whatever you've got there, we're releasing it. The end." Mr. fucking Adam Batty would like to. He doesn't want to give you garbage because this is his thing, his baby. He doesn't want to give it to you till it's ready. But he knows the contract is the contract. And money is money. You have to release a PES. In October every year, you must release a PES, regardless of what happens.
To be fair, bruv, they haven't released one every year.
There is.
What? No.
18, 17, 16, 15. You've got no
Go
choice.
on, keep going. 14.
15, 14. Then before
Yeah,
14.
there was a gap, I'm sure.
You can't have a gap.
What, every year they've released a
comes
PES?
out. Yeah.
I know that's not
But remember,
true,
we were
bruv.
playing FIFA for 4 years, so we don't know when they released those. But every year a PES must come out. It's the same as...
No. You're just guessing
No,
that.
all
So,
sports games. There is not a
please.
sports...
So where's the Knockout Kings? Don't say
No, that's
this
not a
nonsense.
sports game. That's not a league game. NHL, NBA, NFL,
PES
football.
stop. Because remember why I doubt that to be true. Because when they made the next gen consoles, people had genuine difficulty like switching over and shit.
I know that much.
Yeah. So I'm not sure they were making
No,
one
I'm
every year.
99% certain.
Wow.
I don't know a football league game series that doesn't come out every year. It's suicide to not bring one out.
Alright,
You
so
have
what
to
was the
bring one out.
PES 13?
There was a 13, but we wouldn't know because we never played it. We never even looked at it.
So why you don't Google?
13, 12, and 11, we had no
Well,
interest. In fact, I've got 11.
Yeah.
Look, there's one every year. You can't not release a PES. It's like not releasing a FIFA one year. It's madness.
Well, I know FIFA will definitely come out
This
every
is
year.
2013. I don't even need to check.
There was one PES here that you could have animal heads. That's when I
That's
really...
2013. I've got this one, 2013.
What? Wait, did I know that? No, I don't.
And we never even saw this front cover.
Yeah,
Suarez on the
yeah.
front of a PES. We don't know that. 'cause we
Shit,
didn't
so
look.
he's on the cover of this new one, you know.
Oh,
This one he's
shit.
been the cover star twice.
That's 2012.
Wait there, you're not talking sense. How come 2013, was he at Barca in 2013?
Hang on a minute.
Showing me that's some fake cover, bro.
PES 2013 PES.
If he was at Barca, he probably was. This one it's time to call it a day.
Uruguay. I hope he wasn't. How about that?
Yeah. He couldn't have been at Barca for that long. Then it's definitely time to call it a day.
Yeah, we didn't touch this PES because Ronaldo's on the front, and I do not remember that.
Nah, we didn't look at it. How about that?
Yeah, because remember we were playing FIFA. PES was dead to us.
Yeah.
We didn't look at PES for about 3 years. Those are the years we don't remember PES because all these front covers. This is the first time I've ever seen them. PES 2012. Is this
so
one on the
you're
front?
Right.
I don't remember that.
Let me see. Who's this?
PS3.
Ronaldo and Neymar.
Yeah, Neymar still at
shit.
Santos.
Wow,
but
they
this
were
is not going to
making
be.
PES.
This is not going to be the UK version. There's no way it's the UK
How
one
do you know?
because they would not put Santos Neymar on the front.
What?
This is what they. This is it. I remember it because I remember saying, "Why the fuck is Torres on the front? He's dead." This is the English one, Messi and Torres. That's 12. Don't remember that.
Yeah. So they were doing their thing.
11. This is when it was whack. 2011, Messi's on the front. I don't remember this one.
Nah.
We were not playing any of these.
Long
we were
dead.
deep in FIFA.
Yeah.
2010, we didn't play this one.
But you know what happened, bro? Because I remember one time, Cobby, couple times, just for jokes, he would download PES.
I know. And you tell us
just-
about it.
Yeah.
I was not interested.
He would download it. But you know what killed it? One time he downloaded it, and bruv, they had animal heads.
Yeah, I heard about
And that's when I just thought...
But no, but
because-
I remember saying that even in the best one ever, they had animal heads.
Right,
Because at the
but
end of
we
the day-
didn't know that. So for us, it was a sign
Oh,
that
that's
they've
a
given up in
disgrace. Yeah.
because we took PES as the one that took themselves serious,
Mm.
and it was like they've fully like given up, and they just want to get the idiots to play the game.
The best one ever had animal heads in it because at the end of the day, one thing you got to remember about Japanese is they are fucking stupid and they just want to have a joke. They put silly shit in all their games, from
Yeah.
Street Fighter. So it doesn't matter how serious the game is. Japanese are just idiots and they want to do stupid things. I remember you could do all sorts of madness.
There goes the podcast.
Yeah, done.
You just killed the Japanese.
Delete.
Yeah.
There's 2010, but again, it's got who's this now? Del Piero. Me, because we weren't playing. This is the last. This I bet you'll remember this one.
So you were right, though. I'll give it to you. So they've been making PESs.
Remember this?
They never gave up. I'm not sure.
I've got this one. We played this. This was the last one we played.
Then they had the Champions
This
League.
was
you're
This
probably
is
right.
when they first started getting Champions League. But yeah, we played this one.
Actually, yeah, Bobby, I think, was sick at that, innit?
And I remember. Oh yeah. Now you remember. Remember that? I remember
Nah,
that.
nigga.
I remember this.
Shit.
And then this is the one that actually made us switch to FIFA. It's so funny. This one made us switch to FIFA. That one made us switch to FIFA.
Wow. I remember that cover
Yeah.
very well.
I know, because it's the last one we used properly.
Yeah, right.
In this one, I made Gibril Cisse into Neymar. And I remember City went and wrote on the blog about it. He wrote like a 3-page spread on Gibril
dear.
Cisse. That ended Pez.
Oh, shit.
He went on the blog. I'll see you about it. It's the funniest thing ever. He went on the blog and wrote a 3-page spread because Gibril Cisse had just ransacked him. And he said he literally put an end to Pez because of that.
Yeah,
So
you
that's
know,
why-
but sometimes
that's why
there
it's
are
the
things
last
where
one
you
you
just have to
remember.
say, you know what? I'm closing.
We must remember. Yeah, you remember this.
Close the casket door. There is certain things when it happens, you just gotta close the door. on it,
Yeah,
bro.
that literally made him put an end to Pez because even I thought that Pez was it was just shit. It was so shit. Oh, it was garbage. Oh my, that's so funny.
Oh, I remember you and Gibril actually. You used to be sick with him.
Because
You
I
used to
checked
be
his stats.
sick with him.
He had 81 strength, which
Yeah.
is kind of high because it's a yellow. Once you get to 81, something's now yellow. But then he also had 88 speed, 90, because he was one of the fastest players in the world at that time.
That's
So he had 90 speed,
Fashionable.
strength, dribble, and hard shot. He had like an 88 shot power. He was unstoppable. And City lost their fucking minds.
You clapped him with him,
Yeah,
yeah?
I clapped him senseless with Gibril Cisse. That Pez GTG. But that's why you won't remember this one. But by this one, we're already talking about are we switching to FIFA. That's why you don't remember this one. Because this is the one that was forcing us to switch to
Sherman was
FIFA.
dead to me.
We've got this one. I've got this one. The last Pez I bought. And after that, I was like, no, this game is
By
right.
this time, the weed had taken a toll on me. I can't remember shit, man.
See, this one didn't have Champions League.
Yeah, that was
Remember,
Pez.
we played Champions League Pez.
Yeah.
We played Champions League Pez before we went to FIFA.
Did we?
Definitely. Because 2009 is when they bought the rights to Champions League. You had the music and shit.
Fucking hell. Your memory's not bad.
For Pez.
Yeah.
Real life.
That's why you haven't got spoon. People haven't respected your Pez
I don't know,
fucking
please, you can't remember
credentials.
this. You must remember this. This screen.
Nah, bruv. The weed was truly clapping me.
Yeah, you're finished.
I
I'm going to see if I
remember
can
that.
find you something you can remember.
I have recovered, and now you are smoking that junk.
My turn.
Bruv, I can't
I'm
remember
going to
that
try some
shit.
video of PES 2009. You must remember.
Damn, Pez. Do you know what FIFA's done? Because if you look at the timeline, once they get their thing back,
They get it for a long
it's a wrap.
time.
Do you know what I mean?
Once they pick up the code,
That's what I'm
until
trying to
PlayStation
say.
Goes,
It's a
it's
wrap
sealed
once
deal.
they get it
Because
back.
if they drop this every year until PlayStation 4 leaves, it's done.
Yeah.
This is what me and Matthew
Yeah.
used to say. They reached a point in the PES 4, 5, 6. In that era, we just used to say every year, don't touch the code. Don't even give me anything new.
Exactly.
Just fucking do the
Because
transfer,
FIFA don't have
drop
an
the game.
answer for it. There's a certain code that PES have. They couldn't
No, but you can't
recreate
have the answer
it.
because code is so complex. The only person who can understand it
It's
is
the one that wrote it. Yeah.
You cannot.
Yeah.
It's like if me and you say go away, build a car. We're gonna build two completely different things, but at the end of the day, they'll both be cars at the end. But your one might be connected in a completely different way from mine. But it will have 4 wheels and it'll go forwards. But mine might have the engine at the back. Yours might have the engine at the front. I might have 2 doors. You might have 8 doors. We're gonna build completely different things. We never see each other building. And one day we just release the car. I can never go to your car and try and understand it. I can understand
That's
it
the
a
bit
bit.
I don't get. Because they should be, as programmers, that they
No, you
because
can't.
when you're a programmer, I'm guessing you look at a game and you see numbers.
Nah, it's you can get a bit, but programming is too deep.
Yeah, it's very intricate, obviously.
It's beyond.
But
it's like
they
surgery.
should be able to
It's almost like surgery.
deconstruct
you
it. That's
can't.
what I'm saying.
It's like trying to deconstruct a human being by watching a surgeon. You can't.
Do you reckon it's
need
that
the knowledge.
complex?
I know it's that complex. I've done programming.
So when I was young, I dabbled in it, you know.
Yeah,
When
I
was
did
very
it
young.
for about a year.
It
I
used to be
I did
very
actual
basic.
computing at school.
Yeah.
So we had to program our own little thing. I've seen code. So the code.
It's just language.
Yeah, it's just
I
language.
remember. Yeah.
But put it like this: the code to make an app game
Yeah.
is probably as thick as this book, and it's just page after page of writing, blocks, solid writing. Of this
Bro,
language.
imagine you
This book.
find the book
The
for
code
one
to
of these
write
games.
Pez, I swear to you, the books would fill up this room twice. There is just no way you can copy it. It's too deep. It's like trying to copy atoms. You're going to the bare building, and if you get one piece of code wrong, the whole thing changes. It's like DNA.
Do you know the wickedest thing? People often talk about, can you take this out of the game, or can you take this is overpowered? Can you change that?
can't.
But what you can, if you read between the lines to the response, sometimes they can't do it because if they change that one thing,
it's
gonna
like DNA.
change
if I
so
went
much.
into your
Yeah,
DNA and shifted one
Like
piece
the
of DNA
whole
down,
puzzle,
you might be
yeah.
a blonde girl.
Oh fuck, you might be a blonde girl.
I get to bang you. No. But yeah, gaming code is like DNA. If you touch one thing, you might fuck up the whole thing.
Because everything is working in conjunction.
Yeah, and then you got to go back and find what you. That's what this beta is. This beta is us finding what's wrong for them, but they still might not be able to fix it. We will just tell them the area it's in.
But
so
you do realise they're only working on the online connection. That's all they're doing here.
Oh right, fair enough.
They're saying that this is an old build. They call it builds. This is an old build, and everything most people are complaining about on this is already fixed. They've already fixed it. Yeah, this is literally to monitor how the online is.
Yeah. What they've created here, this is the masterpiece. To be honest,
that's what they.
This is the masterpiece.
Oh shit! You're telling me you need to go and work with them.
Wow, this is the masterpiece. This is what we've been waiting for since 2000. God knows. And it's not even 2014, because 13 was shit, 12 was shit, 11 was shit, 10 was shit, 9 was a bomb, 8 made us leave, 7, it was called Pro Evo 6, so 2006, this is what we've been waiting for 11 years.
Oh shit, it's time to call it a day. That's the bottom line.
I was working it out, and I was just about to say, how long